So with us on the line is my good friend Sean Bresnahan from Omagh, County Tyrone. Sean is a lifelong independent Republican activist, Sean, and you have some serious concerns about the way this whole crisis has been handled. The listeners should be made aware that you're a carer for your partner Claire, who has some underlying health difficulties which this outbreak might have significant ramifications on. Are you comfortable going into that, Sean?
Yeah, how's it going, Kieran? Sure, I'm here to talk about whatever you want to go over here.
Yeah.
I suppose, just starting off what you said there, what happened on Thursday here really, I suppose a lot of people will be seeing it the same way, and trying to not to make a political football out of it, but
yeah. there
was like a clear failure on the part of those who would claim to be our political representatives at Stormont. Many of your listeners, I'm sure, vote for those parties, those individuals, and my take on it, without trying to play politics, is that they really let us down.
Yeah.
While as soon as the difficulty that we faced started to become more apparent, fair play to those such as Michelle O'Neill, who wrote back right away.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, they should never really went along with it in the first place, because what they've done is allowed that narrative to be the status quo, meaning that the last week was spent trying to get onto the same ground as what's going on in the south, and it was very difficult to do that. But we seem to be heading in that direction now.
I mean, it was for a period there. It was just utterly. It was so frustrating. I mean, it was quite clear. You had Unionist politicians just determined to follow the line of, and I don't even know if I'd call Boris Johnson an idiot, because part of me thinking that that's a bit of a facade. But you had politicians here gambling with the lives of individuals like Claire, gambling with the lives of our parents. In order to make some sort of unionist political point. Now you talked to Twitter and you expressed your anger, and that's all we heard was total frustration. What the hell are they doing? What do you make about, albeit the belated catch-up attempts by Stormont in London?
Yeah, well, I suppose at the end of the day, can we really say that we've actually seen any belated catch-up attempts, as you described them, from Stormont? We've really only seen it from the likes of Sinn Féin. The Unionists seem to have still sticking to that initial response, unless something's changed in the course of the last few hours that I've missed, and I've heard that something about schools are now going to be closed. But we can see that the like of Robin Swan, Arlene Foston, these people, they stuck with it really, so they have. They were determined, basically, a cynic would say, they were determined to prove that they were red, white and blue. I've seen some ridiculous thing on the TV where a woman was saying, I'm back in Boris.
Yeah.
What amazes me with the whole I'm back in Boris business and the unionist community, they clearly haven't learnt their lesson, because it's not that long ago they were talking about Boris Johnson and his betrayal act.
Yeah.
So, he's proven time and again he doesn't have the interests of people here to heart. And what really, I suppose, really struck me was, I was very surprised to see Sinn Féin. I'm not trying to single them out, but at the end of the day, that's the party I was once a part of. That's the party I would look to you think would be closest to our way of thinking. No matter what they went along with over the last 20 years, it would still claim to be Republican.
Yeah.
They still claim to be the agency trying to remove the British presence out of our country. But really, they seem to me to choose the stability of the British system in the north of Ireland over rocking the boat.
Yeah.
I suppose whenever you see Stormont just after being put back together, it just goes to show you actually how fragile that whole Stormont setup really is. It's not fit for purpose. And when we come out the far side of that, the hope would have to be that ordinary people, not Republicans like us who are perhaps more aware, but ordinary people are hopefully going to look at this and say, you know what, that kind of thing there can't happen again. This thing actually threatens our very well-being, and we need to look to see what kind of a different system, what kind of change you're going to bring forward in the wake of all this.
You've kind of already answered what my next question was going to be, which was, do you think that we could, through this crisis, we would have a shift in levels of awareness amongst the population, both about the realities of the capitalist system and the realities of partition?
Well, I suppose that all remains to be seen. There's probably two different ways of looking at that. A lot of people who will look at the strong action from what they perceive to be the strong action from the likes of Leo Varadkar. As far as I'm concerned, Varadkar should have moved a lot sooner than what he did, and the movement that he's made doesn't go half far enough. But at the same time, the likes of me and you are maybe politically aware, whereas ordinary people who don't necessarily have that awareness, what they would see is great leadership. You understand what I'm saying? So that will help that'll help the state over the longer run. But in terms of the issue of partition, like the nationalist community basically has already been energised by Brexit and all of the other denial of the Irish language rights, all that type of stuff. So you're already dealing with a situation of an energised Irish nationalist community. And now that same community, including the soft nationalist end of it, they're going to be looking at this here and saying, what the hell is going on up there? These people have basically, I'm talking about fostering reasons, they were prepared to put our lives basically at risk because of their attachment to some union that, it's just, you would like to think that it'll have an impact.
I have this awful image in my mind, and I can't get rid of it, Sean, about this 1922 committee that we know is the think tank for the Tories. And, we have to remember we're dealing with people here whose fathers and their grandfathers were the designers of the empire, and they were the proponents of genocide. So the planners of genocide in Ireland and across Africa and India, all across the British Empire, that culture and their ability to allow such a cull of populations would still be very much alive and well within the Tory party. How bad do you think the Tories would allow things to get, and what do you think was their motivation for not intervening sooner?
What you spoke about there, I wouldn't necessarily dispute it or whatever. I don't know if I would necessarily go along with the idea that people are waging a deliberate genocide. I think it's more to do with they were looking at the economy first and foremost, and so they were taking their decisions based on propping up the economy, preserving the integrity of the economy rather than on the basis of health. And that would basically be the modus of the Tories and how they operate.
Yeah, but they would certainly be happy enough. I mean, their instinct doesn't appear to be protect the vulnerable. And why would we expect that?
It's possible too, that they underestimated it. I'm not defending them by any means, but what I'm saying is it wouldn't be in the interest of any party of government, of any system of power, to have people die in that fashion. Yeah. Because obviously it's going to create some form of resentment in the population, which the whole system basically of capitalism is about keeping the populations under control. So, there's a lot of stuff flying about at the moment, a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of notions. The reality of it is nobody really knows. Just taking it down to a personal level, for ourselves here, our focus at the moment is not from a selfish point of view, but it's basically the health of Claire, my wife, who's she has an underlying health condition, cystic fibrosis, as you know. And, so we can't really afford to be operating to these notions that this could be a hoax or this could be a plan on the part of capitalism to strip us of our assets, whatever. Yeah. We can have to work on a day-to-day basis of seeing how it all unfolds and basically taking it from there. As I said a couple of times on social media, I'd be more than happy if in 2 weeks' time people were saying to me, Jesus, we told you so, and the butt of the joke. I'd be more than happy for that, because that would mean we came out the side of this unscathed, and that would be the idea, but I just don't think it's going to go that way. But we at the same time, we don't know.
Bringing it back to politics, do you think, I know a lot of people are talking about Varadkar on his Churchill speech last night, and do you think he might have grabbed a wee bit of that electoral lead that the Shinners had? Do you think it's going to make him any popular, this sort of strong man approach?
It definitely was received well by ordinary people. I know that for a fact. You just see it on the response on the social media from ordinary people who aren't in the same circles perhaps as me and you. And you suppose what I would say to the Republicans is the way they jumped on it right away and said, Varadkar, you this, you that. That maybe appeals to our constituency. But the ordinary people who don't share our worldview, whenever they're looking at that, they're not seeing something that they agree with. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just taking it past Varadkar and how it affects him, I think going forward for the Republican struggle, for the Irish Unity campaign, whatever way you want to describe it, is that we really need to learn how to approach that broad base of people that don't share our hardcore politics, for want of a better word.
Yeah, the ordinary man in the Clapham bus, I think.
I think the thing about it is these strong criticisms which Republicans tend to give out about others, they just don't wash well with ordinary people.
That's right.
So they don't, and we have to find a better way going forward, and the better way is we need to be about what we're for rather than what we're against.
Yeah.
And just come back to Varadkar and how as he regained some of his lost ground. I would imagine that his own personal popularity will certainly have gone up. But at the end of the day, when this is all over, you're still going to be faced with the same problems in the south of Ireland. And I think people there have clearly expressed that they want change. And at the end of the day, whether that vote was a vote for Sinn Féin, whether me or you personally agrees with Sinn Féin or not, is not the most important thing. The most important thing is that those people are expressing a want for change.
Yes.
So we're now into a situation where we have demographic change unfolding in the north. We also have demographic change unfolding in the south. So all of this, in the aftermath of what's before us, we're coming into a period of change, and while perhaps tonight isn't the moment maybe to be discussing that, it's all stuff that we're going to have to gear up for going forward.
Sean, you mentioned hoping that we all come through this unscathed, and I certainly hope. I wish yourself and Claire all the very best, Sean, and when this is all over, hopefully we'll get you down for a few pints, man, in a better time. And so listen, God bless yourself and your family, Sean. And hope to God you stay safe down there, and thanks very much.
Alright, cheers.
Cheers. Go on,
Slán.